So I remember putting on a swimsuit, and I'm like used to wearing two pieces, and I'm like, heck freaking no, I'm not wearing a two piece. Like, I have stretch marks now, and my belly is not what it used to be. My belly button got stretched out. And that's where like all my stretch marks were, was like my belly button area. And so I remember going to the pool, and there was this other mom. So here I am in my tankini, and there's this other mom, and she is in a bikini, and she has stretch marks that actually were like deeper than mine and more visible than mine. And I was like, what? Like, at first it made me a little uncomfortable. Like, wait, why is she wearing that? And then I'm like, wait, if she can wear that and my body looks like my stretch marks are different than hers, less noticeable, like, why am I being so hard on myself? Like, she looks good. She's totally fine. Like, I was like so proud of her. I don't even know who this girl is, but I was just so like, it went from being this like shameful thing to owning it and empowering. Like I'm gonna wear a bikini because I can, because my body is amazing. And I started to like, embracing that, which I think was so amazing for me for the first time. I just was like, I can. Doesn't, just because other people might not like it, or like maybe because I'm watching my mom not do certain things, I'm thinking that I can't. But then I see this other girl wearing a bikini and thinking, hang on, if she can do that, so can I. So that's when I started doing that. And then like a few years down the road, I decided to start working out, and my body looked the best that it had ever looked since I had Evie. And I felt the best mentally and physically and emotionally. And I like ate pretty healthy, or healthier than I ever had in my life. And I wasn't like having tons of sugar. My body was just looking so healthy, and like I looked healthy and happy. And I had done a ton of personal work, so I think that does like play into it. My confidence was like coming from really deep within me. And then I thought, like, I remember looking at myself in the mirror one day, and I was like, wait, my stomach? No. What happened is I saw a picture of me before I was pregnant in a swimsuit, and my stomach looked almost the same. And I was like, wait a second. I have been so hard on myself all of these years, and my body looks like the same than it used to. And that just made me feel like pretty proud of myself. And it was just like a very like aha moment. So then I'm like, hey, I should probably get pregnant. I felt good. I was happy, all of those things. And I decided to get pregnant, and I got pregnant, and my body slowly started to fall apart. So I couldn't work out anymore. So my muscle is slowly dwindling, and now I'm gaining weight. I was so much more bloated with this pregnancy than I was with Evie. I gained like quite a bit for me, like right off the bat. The first, I think 16 weeks I had gained, and then I lost my baby. And I'm like, great, like I gained all this for nothing. And then I get pregnant again without losing any of that weight, and then lose that pregnancy. And then I think it had been like maybe 9 months or so since my first loss, and I hadn't lost the weight again. So then I ended up getting pregnant with Indigo, 10 pounds ish, I would say. I don't know, give or take. Maybe more, I don't know. I didn't step on the scale, but yeah, I ended up starting that pregnancy more weight than ever before. So that really just kind of has created this like effect for me where I'm at now, to have it even harder to get back. And also I just remember when I was going through my losses, it felt like I hated my body. it was disgusting and terrible, and it was broken, and it wasn't doing what it was like supposed to do. Like I'm a girl, like we're supposed to be able to get pregnant and carry a baby and birth a baby. That's what we're supposed to do. And why can't my body do this? So now I'm feeling like this hate and this disconnect and this betrayal from my body. And it's created so much like disgust and anger towards my body. And like, honestly, like realizing how much that has like gone into kind of where I'm at now, it's pretty crazy, because it's such a long journey. You can't just like wake up and be like, I love my body again and it's great. Like, just because I did end up having a baby, it almost feels like, well, that was lucky. Like, if I tried again, I'm sure I would like lose another baby. And maybe that's just so negative, but like that's the reality of when you go through like traumatic experiences and this like betrayal from your body, which I had never experienced before because my body just worked for me. It was a whole new level of hate and body dysmorphia and disgust and anger and betrayal, and then like going through postpartum. It's so crazy because having Indy, I'm still nursing, and she is like 21 months, and nursing like didn't really help me lose the weight. You know, like people say like, you just lose so much weight, you're burning so many calories. But you guys, I get so hungry, starving when I'm nursing. I remember, and this is something that I have never forgotten, and I didn't realize how messed up this created my mind to think, but when I had Evie, I remember I was nursing her, and I didn't realize how much extra I eat while I'm in that phase of nursing, especially like the first like year where you're just like sustaining your baby basically all the way. I remember dishing myself a meal one day, and the person that I was with looked at me and said, wow, you eat a lot. And I was like, oh yeah, I think it's because like I grew up with like a big family, and it was like if I didn't get enough, like the first serving, then I wasn't gonna get any. And like just kind of brushed it off. But you guys, that comment has literally played in my head every single time I make a dinner or I dish myself out food. And you better believe it replays in my mind if I get a second plate, which in my mind, I've always gotten seconds. Like, it's this weird thing that it's like I need seconds. I just need them. And I fill myself up too full. And like, it was probably only a few months ago that I realized like, whoa, that comment like affected me. Like, every time I dished out my food, it was like, you eat a lot, Chauncey. Wow, you eat a lot. Wow, you eat a lot. And in my mind, I'm like, yeah, but I'm hungry. Or yeah, but I'm like, I don't even know. It's just this weird, messed up thing in my head that has really affected me. Now, here I am in this awkward stage of life where I'm turning 32 in a couple weeks, and my body has definitely changed, and I'm literally looking at myself in this camera and just thinking how I just don't like it, but it's fine. That's just literally what's been going on in my head this whole time. I'm looking at myself and I'm like, sit up straight, suck in your stomach, hold your shoulders back, because you're gonna look slouched, and there's that roll that's gonna be poking out between your shirt and your sweats. And wow, like I didn't even realize this is the conversation that I'm having, and I'm literally still judging myself during this conversation. If that doesn't explain to you where I'm at in this journey, I told you that I'm in the middle of it. And so here is where I guess I'm working on and trying to navigate. I'm 21 months out of having Indy, and I haven't gotten to my weight, and I've had the worst self-esteem and self-confidence that I've ever had in my whole entire life. And it's been so hard. It probably plays a lot into my postpartum depression and anxiety, and then I'm sure that my anxiety and postpartum depression recycle back into my, like, honestly, like, hating my body and hating myself. So little things that I've really tried to start to do, because I have been really struggling, is trying to do those things that helped me in the past. So I got a gym pass, you guys, and I started working out, and it's super interesting because the last time I worked out, it was almost like an instant fix. Like, my life changed. I felt happier. I felt amazing. I felt energized. This time around, it doesn't feel the same. And I just have to be okay with that because I'm in a different place. I am picking back up in a gym that when I left that gym, I was the most broken, devastated person I have ever been in my whole entire life. So I walk in this gym and I see my face and I see my body in the same exact mirrors that I had once walked in being pregnant, and then walked in after losing a baby, and finally just giving up at the gym because I was at my lowest. And now I'm back, and it's like I'm replaying that trauma, and which then cycles into my body image and hating my body and feeling disgusted and betrayed by my body. So I'm working through that. My pictures are not the best. I don't really remember how to get a good picture like I used to before. I notice that I cover my face a lot. I don't look at myself like I used to because I just don't feel as pretty. And like, I'm not sharing this to get like any compliments. I'm literally just sharing this because this is where I'm at. And this is like my journey to find myself again. So I left the gym, now I'm back, and I've been going like 5 times a week, and it does feel amazing. My body is performing like it should, which, you know, I need to look at that, and I'm gonna say right now that I'm grateful for my body and what it's doing. It isn't feeling sore and broken like it was before, and that's amazing because it has helped me. And my getting ready for the gym, sitting in the car. If you follow me on Instagram, you see I've been doing like this car stall chat because I like sitting in the car and like talking or doing my makeup or listening to a podcast before I go and work out while I like drink my drink. So here are some of the things that I've been trying to do. I am a beauty guru. Like, I just like all the beauty stuff, right? So I love being tan. I like having my hair done, my makeup done, eyelashes, nails, all the things. So I have decided, I think I've been to the gym for like a month now. This is the first week that I actually started putting makeup on to go to the gym, which sounds stupid, but like that's part of like my routine that does make me happy. But I didn't want to put makeup on to mask my like hate for my body. I wanted to go to the gym and be raw and real with myself until I felt like confident to kind of be at the gym, because at first, you guys, I didn't even want to look at anybody. I didn't want to do anything. I didn't want to touch the workout stuff. I forgot how to work out, like everything. And so I've slowly started to build that confidence back up. And so I'm like, okay, so I've done a self tanner, I've done my makeup, and I'm okay. Like, I'm doing it now, not because I feel ugly, but because it's like bringing me a little bit of joy, and it just makes me feel happy. So I've tried to just strip away like the things that I used to hide behind and get back to like the roots of me and like Like I can go to the gym without makeup on. I can go to the gym with greasy hair. I can go to the gym with my hair up in a ponytail. I can go to the gym looking white. I can like white skin, like no tan. All of that. And I guess like it's just a work in progress. It's been about a month, and some days I feel amazing, and other days I think that I look terrible, and I'm really, really trying to just work through that. Changing my thoughts and replacing them with like something just a little bit more loving and positive towards myself. I'm just trying to embrace myself without all of the added like beauty things that I normally would do. And like I would do those things because they made me happy back then, but I knew that if I did them now, it was like me covering up and not trying to heal these really deep-rooted wounds. And here's something crazy. So once I said what I've been thinking this whole podcast, right? Like, oh, I look bad, I look ugly, like I'm slouching, stomach rolls, blah, blah, blah. Once I said it out loud, you guys, I literally haven't thought about it again. And that really, really goes to show that when you speak what you're feeling, it actually does help you to begin to heal. So that is seriously one reason why I freaking think everybody should do a podcast, even if you save it only for yourself. This has been one of the most healing and incredible things. I am not getting like the listens that I would imagine. Like it's not like this amazing, like successful podcast by any means, but it has been so incredibly healing for me because I get to sit here and talk about what I want. When I have gone through hard things in like the last few years, Instagram was like a huge, huge thing for me. Well, Instagram has totally changed. I went to posts and I would type out how I'm feeling and then I would post it. Well, guess what? I type all that out and Instagram doesn't even show it to anybody. And that's just kind of annoying. So it just feels like pointless. So that was like my way to journal, right? Well, I honestly feel like this is like the new, like amazing way to journal. And like, you know how people used to like drive in their car and they would like record with their like little tape recorder, like their thoughts and their whatever. This is literally like that. And if you've ever thought about doing a podcast, you absolutely should. I know I have an ad on my podcast about the Anchor app and how it's free and like super easy, and I'm not freaking kidding you. Download the app if you've ever thought about doing this. This was not part of my notes, okay? But it's just part of what I'm saying now. Download the app and start a podcast. It doesn't even need to show onto anybody. Just do it. You don't need to share it or advertise it. You can literally just like have it be your journal. And that's kind of what I've taken this to do. So I'm in the middle of it. And I'm sure that some of you are in the middle of it too. And I hope that you appreciate this conversation. I'm so sorry that I can't end it like, and here is how I'm fixed. And there's a little bow on top. And yay! Just do what I did and you'll be good too. Like, I'm literally still in it. And I'm still processing and trying to heal and trying to like unlearn all of this negative self-talk and body dysmorphia and hate for my body, so that hopefully I can help my girls learn to truly love their body. You guys, I just have to say that I am so grateful that you guys are here. I had my episodes drop every Thursday, and I actually have been super either probably just distracted / busy because I am chasing around a 20-month-old all day long. So I haven't even posted about my podcast episode at all. And you guys have just shown up and listened without me even pushing my podcast episode. And I just feel like I've just been like, oh my gosh, you guys are freaking amazing. And I just love you guys. And I'm just so grateful that you're here, and I would love it if you subscribe and share and just like help spread this conversation that we're having over here. Well, thank you so much for being here this week and listening and hanging out with me for a little bit. I look forward to recording these every single week that I do it. It just brings me so much happiness. So thanks for sticking around and listening and having this conversation with me, and I will talk to you guys next week.